This heartbreaking scene captures the exact moment a helpless dog fought for survival in the freezing depths of an abandoned house. Life had been cruel to him. He had no warmth, no food, and no one to care. His body was frail, his ribs pressing against his thin skin, and his tangled fur barely offered protection from the cold. Every breath was a struggle. Every night was a battle to see the next morning. He had spent so long in isolation that hope had become a distant memory. Then came the moment that changed everything. A sudden noise outside made his ears twitch. Footsteps. His heart pounded in his chest. People never brought good news. He had been chased, yelled at, and hurt before. His instinct screamed for him to run, but this time, something was different. Light flooded the room as a figure stepped inside. The dog tensed, expecting the worst, but there were no harsh voices, no cruel hands shooing him away, just quiet stillness. Then, a moment of hesitation. His piercing blue eyes locked onto the stranger. His body remained frozen in fear, but deep inside, a tiny flicker of hope sparked. It was weak, barely there, but it was enough. His tail moved, just slightly. A small, uncertain wag. That was all it took. With slow, careful steps, he moved forward, still unsure if this was a trick. But for the first time in his life, no one chased him away. No one hurt him. He was lifted into warm arms, carried away from the place that had held him captive in misery for so long. As he sat in the car, staring out the window at a world he had never truly known, something inside him shifted. His life had changed forever. At his new home, he was met with kindness, warmth, and a soft bed, though he was too afraid to use it at first. He struggled to adjust, but his caretakers never gave up. They fed him, nurtured him, and gave him the love he had never known. Days turned into weeks, and slowly his fear faded. His tail wagged more freely. His once timid steps became confident strides. Then, one day, a miracle happened. He curled up on his bed for the first time, truly believing he was safe. The terrified stray was gone. In his place was a beloved companion, a survivor, and a dog who finally knew what it meant to have a home. If this story touched your heart, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay with us for more incredible rescues. See you in the next video.